Today I'm just moseying along quietly at home. I've got some stocks of dinners that I cooked in the past. They're in the pan. I've got beef and pork curry and big farmhouse chips, sausage, bacon, eggs. I'm not going to be eating the beef curry today. It's just I had some pork yesterday and I boiled it in the pan and I kept the stock for making something else. I've got bacon, eggs, sausage, and chips. Excuse me. For high tea, I'll be about 6:30. High tea is after 6. Um, Low tea is after 5. High tea is about 6 to 7, but supper is served from about 8, between 8 and 10. But suppers are really a dish to help you absorb carbohydrates. Carbohydrates tend to make you very tired if you've got an ineffective metabolism, particularly if you're a woman. You can balance that out by having suppers, and the supper must not have too much carbohydrate, but it must also have a protein. So that helps with the shape of the woman's form, because your gut is supplying um, all of the slow burning slow burning foods. So don't eat too much of them, but eat them between 9 and 10, no later than 11, no sleep for 8 hours. It burns off whilst you're sleeping. Keeps your metabolism burning instead of shutting down and storing fat. Sausage, tomato, cream of tomato, sausage, and chopped potatoes, peeled chopped potatoes. 1 bowl's worth. If you're hungry, 2 bowls. If you're still hungry after 1 bowl, then it's time to have another one. No more than 2 bowls, and I'm talking about a bowl about that big. And that should help your metabolism burn off the fat whilst you're sleeping. I've got in that bag over there is already cut out. My work's cut out for next week. I have a denim jacket to make. It's to go underneath this 65 project that I've just been making. I'm drawing it to a close today. I'm a bit fatigued and tired. I've been tinkering around with that for maybe 4 or 5 hours. I think all that's got to be done now to that is the buttonholes to be made on the front. I've temporarily stitched the epaulets into place to gather the form of how it's going to sit on you with buttoned up in tension. So it should bring the top of the arms up a little bit at the end. That's why those things are on there for that reason. It's to stop the rain from soaking through your skin whilst you're in battle. And you would have a beret and a magazine and a hand pistol and a knife in the other one in a scarf. But not me, no. So, and I've got the zip I'm going to put the zip all the way up the front, so the zip will come down not so low down the front. The zip should sort of just be below the belly button, and the rest is going to be popper buttons. No, not popper buttons. sewn on buttons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons got to go on the dress. That's the pockets and the epaulets, and then there's 7 to 9 buttons down the front line on the concealed zip, and then I've just got to work out whether I want to put a button either side of the collar, but have a tag strap made out of this material. I've got some left, and have the button on the other side and a button on the inside, and then I've got a button to fit on the back of the neck to conceal the hood. And then I've got some tape which I purchased from my friend's shop. This stuff. That's going to clean up all the stitch lines and reinforce the lot as well. So that should look really neat. There's 6 meters of that there. So I've got to do across the shoulders on the inside, around the arms on the inside. So that's probably 2 meters. And then I've got a meter either side, straight down from the armpit, probably 1.5 meters. And I've got to make a draw pull for the hood and for the waistline. But there's some more in the shop if I need to buy some more. That's what I'm up to. I'm not planning to write any music. I don't feel inspired. But the films are going to be great, aren't they? V the Rocketeer, the Neptune 7, Metropolis, Bessie, Dick Russell Private Investigations. He stars with Bessie as well. But that's cartoons. So we'll do that. No, only Bessie's the cartoon. Yeah. But there are plenty of places for horses in a lot of the films. 1,000 Years Missing. That is an amazing story. Copyright Supply, everything. And I shall be working around the Cullum line. So that'll be good. As I've said in Vincent and Matilda's story, stop, thief, stop that man. 4 young women coming out of one of the colleges. It'll probably be, well, some of the old colleges, they're not in use by the college anymore. Sometimes some of them are being sold to shops to rent. So it might be a few shops timeline, but about 1900 something odd, and they're going to be running down to around about the times of the Titanic and all that, you know. So it's my story, and Vincent's going to be going off of Felix, though. I've heard a rumour that somebody's been stealing all of my film ideas. You know, that's not clever. Especially when you don't need all that money. Who are you working for? Ah, dear. Personally, I don't like what's happening between Russia and America, and I think some of the Americans that are in power now have too close to Russian descendants from the Bolsheviks. That's why they're pulling Ukraine apart. So, F off is what I got for you. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. And have you got any spare change? Because you must repent if you want to change. Or go to hell. Copyright Supply. I hate Elon Musk's business. I hate it with a vengeance. It's horrible. Oh, and is there a processor being stolen by some sort of half-wit? Doesn't know that's going to cost you £40 a unit. I mean, it's going to sell off the counter for £40. Guaranteed. Because the one I got's going for £35. Can't keep a good man down. Every dog will have its day. What's this? Not my lookout.